What you are about to experience is out of this world. Politics, history, and of course, a lot of entertainment. It's time to rock it with the Docket.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Kyle Dockery with the Dockery Docket. We are here with another fantastic episode of the Dockery Docket. I'm excited to be here, and I hope that you are excited to be here as well. And if you are excited to be here as well, make sure to go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so then you never miss one of my videos. So now you might be thinking that I support these different arrests that are happening on these college campuses. But surprise, surprise, I actually don't. I actually think that it is great for these people to protest because I want people to see what the left is doing on these college campuses. I want average Americans to see the anti-Semitism that might be out there. If you once again go back to the 2020 Summer of Love, Trump didn't want to send in the National Guard, and that cost him the election, as it showed that the country was falling apart. This is why I disagree with Greg Abbott claiming arrests being made now and will continue until the crowd disperses. These protesters belong in jail. Anti-Semitism will not be tolerated in Texas, period. Students joining in hate-filled anti-Semitic protests at any public college or university in Texas should be expelled. Now, I agree with the sentiment that anti-Semitism is wrong. I'm not on the left, but I believe that Greg Abbott should let these students continue to protest and point to the leftists that are rioting and say, look at them, this is the future that the left wants. This is where you are sending your kids to, and this is what they are learning. And along with that, I also agree with Mike Johnson, as he said recently that he wants the president of Columbia University to step down, and he also claimed this is dangerous. This is not the First Amendment. This is not free expression. And finished by saying, if this is not contained quickly, and if these threats and intimidations are not stopped, there is an appropriate time for the National Guard. Listen, if we got rid of these encampments, then the right will have no fuel to use on the left. We should use this as a springboard to say, your colleges are indoctrination centers, don't send your children there. I also want these different leftists to absolutely rip the Democratic Party in half on this issue, as we have already seen that this situation is hurting Joe Biden a lot. As this week there was the White House Correspondents' Dinner, and guess who was there? A bunch of protesters chanting that Joe Biden is Genocide Joe and that he has blood on his hands. Because of these different protesters, Joe Biden has had to be a little bit more in the middle on his support for Israel, as he will send them money, but he will also say that Netanyahu needs to have a call to Jesus moment, which is ironic because Netanyahu doesn't believe in Jesus because he's a Jew. These radicals want nothing more than to have Joe Biden say the magic words, Free Palestine. And this is why they are pressuring Joe Biden so much. They want him to say that. But if he does, then more people will flip to Trump because Trump is very supportive of Israel, and there are more people that support Israel than Palestine. This is why the protests have to keep on going. I want the radical leftists to force Joe Biden to claim that Palestine should be free. And I still believe that this issue will sink Joe Biden, as these young kids are deciding to vote for someone else or no one at all. This is good for Trump. Another important thing that we are getting from these different protests is a realization that these college kids have no idea, A, what they are protesting, and B, why they are protesting. And we can see that all that these kids are doing is following a crowd. They probably watched one TikTok video and knew that this was the cause that they were going to be arrested for. As there's a popular video of a person asking a protester what she is protesting, and then chaos ensues. Take a look at this.
And what would you say is the main goal with tonight's protest?
I think the goal is just showing our support for Palestine and demanding that NYU stops. I honestly don't know all of what NYU's doing.
Is there something that NYU's doing?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure they're... Do you know what NYU's doing? About what? About Israel. Why are we protesting here?
Palestine will be free!
I wish I was more educated. I'm not either.
Oh.
I came from Columbia. I was there up at Columbia, and we came down. They said NYU students needed our support, so I came down. I I heard there's lots of cops. Some people were saying it was getting dangerous.
Yeah, I bet she does wish that she would have been more educated, because if she was, then she probably wouldn't be at this stupid protest. But this shows that all of these people want to just be a part of a group. They don't know what they are protesting, or they don't know what words they're saying. They're just saying them, but at least they are following the current thing. This happened with the word intifada, as these protesters are chanting, "There is only one solution, intifada revolution." Once again, they are using Nazi language, but the people don't know what it means. Here's a video of a guy asking one of these protesters what this word means. Take a look at this.
What is it?
Intifada.
Intifada? What is the meaning of intifada, Jess? What does that mean?
Google it.
What does it mean?
Google it. You have the internet, right? You have a phone?
Yeah.
Google it.
What does that mean?
Google it. Educate yourself.
Intifada means more death of Arabs. More death of Jews. That's what intifada means. More death of Arabs. That's what it means.
The woman doesn't even give an example. She just claims, Google it, Google it. So guess what? I did. It is an Arabic word that means uprising or to shake off. Okay, well, that sounds pretty good. That doesn't sound too bad until you read the rest. As the word has been used to describe periods of intense Palestinian protest against Israel, mainly in forms of violent protest. So these protesters don't know what they're talking about, and they are also claiming for a revolution that will end up killing Jewish people. These people want another Holocaust. This is why they chant from the river to the sea. They want the Jews to be in the sea, or death to all Jews. They don't want an end to this war. They want the end of the country of Israel, because Hamas could end this war right now if they just give up the hostages. But they have continued to fail to do that. To me, it sounds so wrong to say, but this is why we need to have these protests continue. We need to be able to point out that these people don't understand history or what they are saying, and they are calling for the deaths of innocent people. They also think that Palestine is a place for peace and love where everyone is accepted, when that is wrong. If you are a Christian or another religion, they will kill you. But I am sure that if you are a part of the LGBTQIAP community, they would let you in and they would love you. Here is a video of a drag queen telling kids to support Palestine. Take a look at this.
Today what we're gonna do is we're gonna shout, "Free Palestine." Can I hear that?
Free Palestine.
If you're a drag queen and you know it, shout,
Free Palestine.
If you're a drag queen and you know it and you really want to show it, you're a drag queen and you know it, shout, Free Palestine. Excellent.
I am telling you right now, if this person were in Palestine, they would be killed. And the sad thing is that these people don't understand what they are saying. And they think that once Palestine is free, then there will be no problems in the Middle East at all, and everything will just be peaceful and butterflies and happy, when in reality, it will probably be worse than it is right now. Speaking of kids, there was another video of adults telling kids to chant Intifada Revolution. Here's that video.
إسرائيل هرمية انتفاضة شعبية حرية حرية انتفاضة انتفاضة we're back to the sea Palestine will be free from the river to the sea Palestine will be free free Gaza free free Gaza 1678 Israel is a terrorist state 1678 you're supporting genocide
Once again, we know that intifada means violence against Jews and even killing Jewish people. These kids have no idea what they are saying, but you can see that they are supporting the current thing, and they are being indoctrinated to support terrorism by their parents. I think now is the perfect time for the Democrats to figure out if anti-Semitism is wrong or not. And I believe that we should respect their process and let them continue to split the Democratic Party straight in half and watch Trump take over in 2024. So with all due respect, please keep on protesting, keep on dividing the Democratic Party, and just keep on doing what you're doing because you're acting absolutely stupid. Keep on claiming that you get to have free speech while your neighbors don't get it because they are literally fascist while you spread hate that Hitler would have loved. And with that, I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Dockery Docket. And until next time, like my mom always says, be good, be kind, be loving, goodbye.
Berkeley that live around it.
All of it began the first time some of you who know better and are old enough to know better let young people think that they had the right to choose the laws they would obey as long as they were doing it in the name of social protest.